Really?
Lady, we're live.
It's not
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, there it goes.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Woo.
I was
Morning.
We're going to get started in just a minute, everybody.
My bad. I was taking a sip of coffee. Good morning. What's going on, people?
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us for another amazing episode of Coffee, Casuals, and Consoles. I'm not feeling great today, so I'm a little bit off my game. I hope you guys enjoy the show. Quickly, I just want to shout out someone in the gaming community, Rocks on Reaction, a really great person, told me how to add an intro to this, but I'm having issues with it. So, Roxanne, we will definitely have some good morning show music for you next week because I suck at life.
Yeah. No, not for anything, but for that morning show intro, can we get like Robin Williams' voice saying "Good morning, Vietnam"?
No.
No,
Maybe. I don't know.
You could have followers, subscribers from Vietnam, so it would be. They would love that so much. Be like, yo, she's thinking of us personally.
Good morning, you assholes from Vietnam.
Oh my God. We're in trouble.
Guess what I did to my coffee? I did an experiment.
Oh God.
My mom bought me this chocolate bar, so I cut off a piece of chocolate and put it in my coffee, and it's so delicious.
Nice.
Didn't
I tell you to make your mocha?
How do you make a mocha?
Tim Tams, time out. Do they really have a thing on the label that says something about having human body parts in them, or was that all just like a hoax?
I never heard about that, so I'm hoping that there's no body parts in there.
No, it's like some. Oh God! Now I have to look that up because it's gonna bother me. I know a few years ago, like on Facebook and stuff, it was something about Tim Tams having like the nutrition label.
Oh, no way, no body parts.
All right,
no way.
let's just be honest. Oh snaps! When was the last time you had a Tim Tam?
Never. I just saw it on the internet.
You know they're a chocolate biscuit, don't you?
I see that. I'm looking at them.
Chocolate.
Oh, yeah. So what you got to do? You got to bite the corner off each side and suck your coffee into it, and it's one of the best things ever.
Oh,
that sounds
like a
kinky.
straw, like a straw.
Sounds
It's very kinky.
That sounds amazing, dude. You're gonna You're gonna make me look for Tim Tams now.
Oh, happy Australia Day!
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Someone do the clap sound.
Hold on.
Those are all failures. You're fired.
Yeah. Is that better? Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. So
what? Go ahead. Oh, snap.
No, you go ahead.
What do they do on Australia Day? Explain. I need to know this. I'm so curious.
Basically, everyone gets really drunk. So, barbecues are the typical Australian stuff. Go to the beach. It's summer here at the moment, so yeah, everyone just sort of.
And you didn't invite us?
Yeah.
Damn you,
definitely.
sticks.
What time is it? You can probably get here in time. Actually, it's pretty early in the morning. So.
X-Bot, get the boat out.
Yeah.
I just want to say what up, everybody in the chat. Good morning. Thank you for joining us, Jesse, Bam Bam. Thanks for coming to the show. I'm off my game today, and I tried to post a picture just now of the Tim Tam label, but it won't let me post it because the link is too long. But it says may contain traces of peanuts in human flesh.
Yummy.
I'm sure that was probably just like a joke on the internet.
I wonder how many people ate some worker's pinky because they got too close to the machine.
Pinkies are delicious.
We have a mafia in Australia, so maybe they own like Tim Tam and they sort of hide bodies and shit.
Don't talk about it. We don't need you going missing, okay? We need you for the show.
Sounds like Resident Evil.
Yo, Stick, I know I said it off air, but I gotta say it on air, man. That picture you have for the show is perfect, dude.
The
Shout out
Stick
to Graphic God.
is really cute. Oh, Graphic God did that? It's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice,
it's really
nice.
good. So, and we're going to have custom gamer picks, so I'll be able to use it on Xbox.
Sweet.
Whoa,
Yeah,
wait,
before E3, they're actually going to put in custom gamer picks before E3. I'm pretty sure what they're trying to do is they're trying to get like a regulatory, kind of like to check in on these gamer picks, because I'm pretty sure people don't want big floppy dicks like on the friends list and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So they're probably doing a way to kind of red flag the ones that could be a little socially awkward, I guess is the best way to explain it. And yeah, before E3, we're gonna be able to. I could do my Xbox certified picture and have it as my gamer pick. I am pumped for that.
Nice.
awesome. I'm getting a big old Yoshida head and putting it on mine.
Oh man.
Guys, speaking of Yoshida head, if you go in to customize your avatar and go into the avatar store right now, for people who want it, they have a horse head for free.
Oh, pony time.
Bye.
Pony time on Xbox Live. Yeah.
Oh
so
shit! Everybody
open the
should turn their
stables.
gamer picks to that for like a day.
Nice.
That'd
Like-
be hilarious.
That would be awesome. All right, so we're gonna get the show started, and because it's Australia Day or Australian Day, sorry if I fuck it up. Stick had some words he wanted us to say in Australian.
Yeah.
Accent.
Sorry, I was supposed to bring that up. Yeah, so basically, I've got a few Australian sayings here to do with cars. You know, so Forza Horizon 3, it's sort of related, you know, to Australia Day in a way because it's based in Australia. So I want you guys to try to guess what these things mean.
Okay.
So, and yeah, if you want to repeat them,
Oh,
you
we're
can try
guessing
to
what they
repeat
mean?
them.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
try to guess what
repeat
they.
them too.
The first one, Australia, which is probably pretty obvious, but
Australia.
just Australia. Australia.
Australia.
Just
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's Australia. That's how we say Australia. We leave a bit out. But first one really would be Chuckayui. Do you know what Chuckayui means?
It means Uncharted 4.
So Chuckayui.
Oh,
Doing a wheelie.
a U-turn.
That's a wheelie?
A U-turn. That's it.
I win. Yes. Where's the clapping sound, guys? The fuck.
1 point for Oh Snap.
Yes.
Okay, so a couple more. So Fang it, mate.
That's the guy that drives by me and cuts me off.
It's a passenger in the car.
Fang it, mate is no close.
It's a passenger smoking a cigarette in a car.
Stick shift.
No, that means like go faster. Like yeah, it's to do with the passenger because your passenger would say it. Sort of fang it, mate.
Oh
So,
wait, they're the navigation.
Fang it, mate.
fang it, mate.
Fang it, mate.
That's a vampire driving reverse.
I thought you said faggot, mate. I'm like,
I heard that too.
There's a few of those going around in Australia, don't worry. Not there's nothing wrong with that.
Thank you.
And kick it in the guts. How about that? Kick it in the guts.
Kick it in the guts.
know,
Step on the gas pedal.
Rear end somebody.
Jump start.
It means start your engines.
Okay, I was close.
I was close.
No, I was.
And this one, you probably get this one. I don't know. Do a doughy.
Huh?
Jump.
Do a doughy. No, not Joey.
A donut.
Oh, damn it.
Hello.
A
Change your
donut,
tires.
that's right.
Oh.
Yes. Damn. Woohoo.
Well, the last one actually was cocky.
Cocky.
Now this has got nothing to do with cars. It's actually got to do with Nintendo. So what's a cocky?
A tablet. A tablet.
Transvestite in the back seat.
Overpriced.
Wow.
No, it's actually.
I didn't get a chance.
Oh,
Cocky.
sorry.
It has to do with what? Nintendo?
Nintendo, yeah.
Oh, milking a
Nintendo
cow.
Switch. Yeah, close. So, well, you probably. It's going to be really hard to get that one actually.
Milking
So
a ball.
cocky is like
Consumers.
it's what they call a dairy farmer.
Oh,
So
Australia.
he's got that. Come on, Snap's got that right there.
So the cockies are out there getting this year. They're out there getting the Switch. They're all pre-ordered. They're going to play that game to the heart's content. So
I cut you off with my clapping sound because I was.
that's okay.
I apologize.
I was getting a bit excited there too. Well, thanks for humoring me on that. So
Nice, guys. I win the fucking game
Hold on,
show with my
definitely.
award.
Snaps.
Hold on,
Yeah.
one second. Stick. Do I get a point just for knowing Joey being kangaroo? And do I get a point for
Yeah.
that? Yeah, I do.
No,
Everybody
no.
knows.
No.
Yeah,
There we
look,
go.
I'm feeling generous. I'll give you a point. No
There we
worries.
go.
Oh, snaps for the win.
What's up, Fooskies and Mike? Good morning. Thanks for joining us. I see you're at work, Mike. I apologize. So, guys, since I won the game show, we're gonna get the show started with the community questions and tell them why you mad. And basically, on the Xbox groups, I was gonna say Yoshida, fucking Supersonic Wolf, Supersonic Station. I can't fucking think. Supersonic Station started up the Xbox group for coffee, casuals, and consoles, and a lot of people put in feedback. What was the question on there this week? The topic?
Why are you mad
Why are you mad at
Tell 'em
gaming?
why you're
Bars?
mad.
at gaming?
Right? Yeah, so we're gonna get started. The first thing I want to do is put out from Twitter the haze. Who would like to go into that?
Oh, you want me
Yeah,
to
I'll
read
read
what the
Hayes.
Hayes said? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll read Hayes because he's always retweeting my stuff on Twitter. So
Very cool.
I'll read the
guy.
Hayes. Yeah, okay. So the Hayes has asked. He said, "My question for coffee, casual, and consoles is: what location would you like to see Horizon or Forza Horizon 4 go to?"
I
That was
know.
his question.
Well,
It
if
doesn't
you
really
know-
make it. It's got to make you mad. Whatever the answer is, has to make you mad.
No. It's gonna make who mad? What if it makes him
Well,
mad?
isn't it? Yeah, we'll have to make him mad.
I want it to go nowhere.
what?
Maybe in
Nowhere,
hell.
Australia.
Are we gonna say the worst answer?
Hell.
Possible.
Hell.
Yeah.
The next Forza Horizon will be in hell.
It'll be all dark and red. And
Hey, that's true. It could go to space.
Uh-oh.
Next Forza will be in Tokyo.
Oh, no.
Tokyo.
During an earthquake.
Very good.
Anyway.
X-Pod. That's bad.
Well, no, like to answer that question, my thoughts is like before Forza Horizon 3 came out. Forza Horizon 3 came out. There was rumors about Deep South, like Deep South United States, which is, you know, Louisiana, Florida. You have the Everglades. I think that would be a really cool area because you have the coast with the Gulf of Mexico, so you could do the coastal racing and stuff like that. But then when you go into it, you could go into the Everglades, the swamps with the alligators and all that good stuff. And I like that whole scenario. Weeping Willows, which, you know, Australia doesn't have, to see the Weeping Willows and stuff on the side of the roads. And, you know, I think that would be a cool atmosphere for a racing game. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I like it.
Pretty good
All
answer.
right. I'm going to go next, and mine's going to be short and sweet. I'd like to see it in Italy. Okay. That's all.
I mean, like southern Italy, because they did kind of like with
All
Forza.
over.
Well, Forza Horizon 2 was based off the border of France and Italy up in
See,
the
I
northern
thought it
area.
was, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, like part of it was in Italy, part of it was in
Fine,
France.
then I'm sticking with hell, okay?
Okay,
Oh,
we'll
that'd be
do hell.
We're going to
Be
go
like
through hell.
Saints Row 3 or 4 or whatever. Drive through hell. That'd be
What do
awesome.
you what do you think, Supersonic?
What's that one game? I think it's The Crew or something. I'd like to see it go like across America and have like these landmarks and stuff, so you
I
can get
mean-
a little taste of everything.
That's a good idea. I was going to say America, but I was like, well, I always want to leave America, so
Fucking
I don't
do
want
it.
to hate for saying that, but I
Stunt
wanna
jump
go-
off Mount Rushmore. That'd be awesome.
that actually
Yeah.
would be pretty cool.
Mm.
Next, Stick.
Me, I was actually thinking sticking close to Australia, like they could tie it in, maybe New Zealand. Like,
New Zealand is Australia. Shut up, man.
oh, it's so much more beautiful, and they got like volcanoes and all that sort of stuff. Real mountains and snow. They got snow again. So, yeah, I don't know. You're probably right, but it is pretty much Australia. It sort of just broke. It just broke off a couple of million years ago.
You know,
So,
you
millions,
got to feed
millions.
some of the stereotypes sometimes, and that's what I just did right there.
Imagine the New Zealand accents on that. That'd be so cool. So,
hey, wait, he's from Australia, so like, what do you think will be the next expansion, if you could guess, since you're from Australia?
Wow, because we've got the outback, we've got the mountains, we've got the snow. Jesus Christ, good question. I have no idea. Like, they've pretty much covered the whole of Australia in like a 20-kilometer square radius, you know. So, I have no idea. maybe, sewer racing. Good question. You got me there.
Should put those cop cars to use.
Yeah.
Ooh, that would be amazing, dude. Yo, when it comes to like cop chases and stuff like that, do you guys realize like they do have a lot of the code in the game to be able to do that? Because like when you're going around in story mode or campaign, you can like honk your horn and have the AI follow you. You already have the chase mechanic there. You see what I'm saying? All they have to do is tweak it, and they could do cop chases. Yo, oh my goodness,
that'd be awesome.
Oh my goodness,
that'd be fun for a multiplayer
bit
session.
of Wolf Creek action going on, maybe with a big semi trailer.
Guys, pitch it to Forza. Let them know. Tell them to get on that.
You know what's funny though, guys? Out of all the locations and stuff, nobody said like New York City, where if you stop at a stoplight, you get carjacked. Nobody says anything like that. Like that would be awesome.
You don't always get carjacked though, not all the time.
There is a chance.
70% of the time. 70% of the time, it happens every time.
They could do a city, but that's not a joke. Like they could do a city with the Scorpio. Maybe they'll have more power there to do all the buildings and all that sort of stuff. So
well, yeah, if you do something like New York, you gotta be able to go somehow into the sewer system as well, because the sewer system is just as intricate as like the layout of the streets, and it's just as interesting as well, man, because you sewer into subway. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine racing and having a subway train like on your heels and like nowhere to go? You can only go faster.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Don't they already have a GTA like that though?
There was a Need for Speed, I believe, that did. There was it was Need for Speed The Run. I think it was the last race. You went through a subway system, so it was only like one race. But yeah, you had like the subway car behind you just going like full speed, and you had to take off, otherwise you were dead.
Oh my god, I just had a great idea. What if the next Forza, since we keep getting these same two over and over again, but like better graphics and better everything, what if they did like a futuristic Forza where you had all these futuristic cars and shit?
Oh, no.
And go into space.
Hover cars.
And like zero gravity racing.
It would be the Call of Duty of Forza.
That's true.
That's exactly what I was thinking of when he said that. I'm like, fuck, no, it's space. Go ahead.
Space.
I think that we should stick to hell. They could smash Doom with Forza, and it'll be perfect, guys.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
I love Doom.
All right, guys.
A great game.
Doom is good. I won't play it.
It makes it I kind of get motion sick. I had to play it in like spurts because it's so fast.
I do too.
It's just nasty.
I love that melee attack.
Ooh, Doom, you nasty.
Oh my god, just shut up.
I had to.
All right, guys, we're gonna get into some of these. Tell them why you mad. We asked people to tell us why you're mad, and we had some pretty funny and some actual realistic reasons why people are mad, and then we'll get into the Xbox community group one after that. But this one was a submission on my video I made about the tell us why you're mad. So if you guys have things that you'd like to tell us why you're mad, doesn't matter what it is, it's anything goes, or why you're happy, definitely send one of us a DM and we'll read it live on air. I
love reprobates, by the way. I just want to say that.
Yeah. I was laughing, but we'll read them live on air the next show, or this show if we have time. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. I had to mute you guys for a
Let
second.
me clear my throat. Na, 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 na,
Yeah.
na, na.
All right, so the first. God damn it! I can't speak.
He said self-driving cars. You just sit and watch.
That
Shansu?
would be a PlayStation exclusive, by the way. If it was like that, just saying.
Just so you guys know, Shansu is the $15 gift card winner. Congratulations, Shansu.
Congratulations.
No.
Otherwise known as Mr. Sinister.
So yeah, totally congrats. So let me get into this first Tell 'em Why You Mad before I keep losing my train of thought here. So the first Tell 'em Why You Mad I have posted is from Rob Dark. He commented on the YouTube video because he does not do Twitter. Rob Dark says, I'm mad freaking assholes. I can't read right now. I need my glasses. I'm mad freaking assholes were the cause of one of the greatest podcasters having to shut down shop. I'm mad people can't take a loss without having to screw someone's life up because they can't handle the truth. Jerks. Hashtag mooch maniacs. Hashtag comeback mooch. Hashtag coffee casuals and consoles. Hashtag tell them why you mad. So thank you, Rob, for that submission. I totally agree with you. It's a really sucky thing, and it's definitely something to be mad about. But Mooch is doing good, and I just want to put that out there. And I agree that people are jerks. So yeah, anything you guys want to add to that?
I just agree. That's about it.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
No doubt.
Yeah. So hang on. I'm really having trouble switching pages here. Who wants to read Sir Tommy Guns? Okay. Stick.
I'll read it. Okay, so Tommy Guns.
I think
Tommy
Xbot was
is
talking.
mad, everyone. He's mad because he's. This is why I'll read it as he said it. Tommy is mad. My boss pissed in my cornflakes. Not his Weet-Bix, his cornflakes. So.
I just got to say right there that if your decision in the morning is to eat cornflakes, that should be the main reason why you're mad. Everything else just kind of adds to it afterwards. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong.
K Mega Cornflake.
Oh no.
Is that the same as President's One's Cheerios?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, cool.
Only cornflakes are worse than Cheerios. So
yeah, I was gonna say I think the Cheerios hold up with their crunch longer. You know what I'm saying? Cornflakes just instantly soggy. Yeah.
I wonder what would happen if you pissed in Rice Krispies if they'd snap, crackle, pop louder.
No, they would snap, crackle, and fuck you. Like that's exactly what they would do.
Oh well, guys, I won't eat cornflakes unless I add a pound of sugar to them.
Yeah.
So anything you want to add, Stick? How do you feel about these cornflakes?
Tommy's just ruined cornflakes for me for life. So thanks, Tommy.
Thank you, Tommy.
Thanks, Tommy. But Graphics guy likes bananas on his cornflakes, he said.
Oh, I like bananas.
Interesting.
Good morning, Graphic God. Thanks for joining us. All right, so the next one I'm gonna have. Okay, calm down. Xbot, you can read DEA, aka Reprobate.
Reprobate 79 says, I'm mad because my girl called out my brother's name while me and her were banging. Then she called out my sis, her dad, her fish, my car, my Xbox.
Wow, she gets around.
Dude, all I gotta say is as long as she called out your Xbox, everything is fine. All right? Just let it go and keep doing what you're doing, man.
Man, I don't care about any of those things, but my Xbox, my wife's not going near that thing.
Good morning, Remix Essence. Thank you for joining us. Listen, DEA, your girl is a crazy girl, so keep her around.
Keep her around. Keep calling out fish and stuff like that. Keep her
sister.
around.
I like the sister thing.
Hashtag interesting.
Oh shit! I just realized that like some of my family listen to this show.
Oh snap!
No, I don't.
Yo, Stick, they already know. Stick, they already know. You might think that they don't, but they already know. Okay.
They probably won't listen. They tell me they're listening, but they don't.
Oh wow, it's kind of like my wife with my videos throughout the week. Oh!
I hit that like button. I do it again too.
Oh my god, I'm crying.
I'm dizzy. All right, so on the Xbox Club, what makes you mad about gaming? Supersonic, you're gonna get into this since you wanted to start the club and you're the owner of the club,
Well,
and I'm just an admin.
I'm not an owner. I'm just a
Owner.
No, I don't own anything.
Okay.
Jesse, I Love Dragons says, I really don't get mad, but if I get mad, is that someone on Xbox says something about my son, but that's rare for that. But it has happened before on GTA.
Oh, GTA
They can
full of assholes.
get ruthless. Oh god, yeah, GTA. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, people do cuss on that if you go into online. Like I could just like go on online for like 5 minutes and like 8 people run me over and call me a. Can I cuss on here? I forgot.
Yeah, of course.
Just say, "You're cocksucker." Room. And like 2 minutes later, someone else says "fuck you," then runs me over. Oh my god!
You gotta stop doing your Yoshida voice, man, when you play that game.
No, people are like, you go into a public lobby and they just like they aim for you. It's like it gets boring. Like I'd rather go in with a group of friends on GTA because people are major buttholes.
Yeah,
that game can be fun
set
though.
up a private map all the time, and like when we were playing, I used to always set up a private map and then bring my friends in and go do missions and stuff like that. Just because, like, at one point in time, I saw a helicopter carrying a tank, and the tank was blowing everything up, like going down the street. I was like, man, we can't handle that. Like, no, we're gonna have to go private.
I love GTA. If I go on alone, then I'll just go in a public map. Then I'll get mad and rage quit. But yeah, Jesse, people can definitely be assholes, and I can see why that would make you mad. There was definitely a point where I get mad over some stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to go?
Fun as hell though. I love it. We should do a game session one night and stream it on GTA, and we'll just get a big van and all group in and run over.
Maybe that's what we could do tonight. I got to stream tonight.
I gotta stream tonight. She fell asleep last week, guys.
I fucked up, guys. I'm sorry. All right, so I'm gonna read one of these wonderful things. Sheep Army leader.
Sheep Army leader.
Sheep Army.
Wow. My leader.
Sheep Army. It's a sheep army.
Guys, I really fucked that up. Sheep Army leader, not sheep arm leader.
I thought that was Yoshida. He was the sheep army leader.
I fucked it up. All right, so sheep army leader says, I hate when 99.9% of my friends ignore me because I don't have a mic. Also, when I get hate, and then he put an angry face ×2. So sheep army leader, if you are listening to the show, we'll probably hit you up in the what do you call it, in the group on Xbox, but definitely hit us up because I would like to get you a mic. It might not be a super expensive one, but that'll be from the Coffee Casual Console crew. I can't talk today. So yeah, guys, when I read that, I was like, we totally got to get him a mic. So let's hit him up and get him a mic so he can play with his friends and they stop being assholes.
Let's do it.
Well, how's the S doesn't come with a mic anymore? So like my little nephew bought one and he hasn't got a mic because they don't have one in the box anymore. I reckon that's ridiculous.
Wow, that's weird. I totally forgot about that. Why don't they have mics with those now?
Fuck knows.
Wow,
Stupid.
That's crazy.
Damn it, Phil Spencer, put some mics in the damn boxes.
God damn it.
I just got a message for Sheep Army Leader. Just to let you know, I will take you on in Halo 5 on my fire team. I don't care if you have a mic or not. As long as you can hear me call stuff out, that's all I care about. So if somehow you can put the chat through your TV and hear what we're saying, no problem whatsoever there. So, gamer tag Ep.4 keep that in mind, man.
Yes.
Yeah, well, we're all gonna get Sheep Army Leader a mic.
Yeah, but shipping and handling, it takes time, man. So
that's fine. Definitely join up anytime. So yeah, who would like to go next? I'm gonna play Eeny Meeny Miny Stick.
Again? Oh, shivers. Okay.
Stick pick one to read.
Okay, I'm just going to pick the next one here on my list, it's from Magic Mike 1204. Is that it? Or was it 1204?
I don't know. You can't possibly slaughter it any more than I did. So go ahead. Magic Mike has 2 there. I added on.
Okay, so can I just read one? Okay, so I read them both.
Yeah.
I hate how there's like 5 versions of most games nowadays: digital, pre-order, digital deluxe edition, gold edition, Yoshida edition, day 1 edition, and so on. It's crazy. And mostly it's completely cosmetic and has no real game add-ons. He hates that.
That is,
it makes
so
him mad.
Though. Like, if you really think about it, there is a lot of versions of games, and it is mostly cosmetic shit. And are we getting duped, guys?
Yeah, we've been saying this for a long time.
Well, can I be the cup half full person here?
I suppose.
He said that they're all cosmetic. I can see. I would really be pissed off if there was actual like game add-on stuff, like maps and stuff like that are only there for the gold edition or the Yoshida edition or anything like that. But since it's all cosmetic, I don't really care either way. Like if you are a fan of something and it's coming out with these editions that have more cosmetics that go to like the tradition of the franchise or whatever, and you're really into that franchise, and I have no problem if you want to get that. As long as it stays cosmetic, we're good. If it goes into actual game content, then we have a problem.
I mean, there is a version where it's like gold will give you certain, like, let's say you order the gold edition or whatever, you get additional content and stuff, right? Instead of having to purchase like separately.
Passes, and I know like Forza, they had like a special car pack that eventually would be unlocked to everybody else, and if they wanted to purchase it, they could as well. So I don't know. It's not that big of a deal until there's maps ready to go, or there's things that can like fundamentally change or enhance the game ready to go right at the start. When that happens, then you have an issue.
I have an issue when I see like $150 for a price tag on a game. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, but don't you get something special with that 150? Why am I echoing? Oh my god! Don't you get something special with it if it's $150?
I get a special metal finger, then I wait till next year to buy it to get all the shit with it. That's what I did with Mortal Kombat. I'm gonna do that with Injustice too. Shit pisses me off.
I just spit my coffee out.
Injustice is still good, yeah.
Oh my gosh! Anything else you guys want to add?
I just say let the rich kids pay for our games. If they all want to buy these digital editions and it means more games, because and we can get away with just buying the standard edition and have the same content. Really, like, who cares? I just think let people pay for stuff if they want it.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I have coffee like dripping down my face. Little finger.
That makes me mad. Spitting coffee in it dripping down my face while I'm playing the game.
Tell them why you mad.
It makes me mad when a character in a video game cuts off somebody's hand and you run around holding your stump for like 10 minutes. Yeah,
that is nasty. All right, can we finish reading the rest of Mike?
Sorry. Yep. So
it's okay. You're fired.
So the worst part about it is that the worst part about it is that for 4 crappy cosmetics, he said 4 twice there, and season passes, they'll charge you an extra $30 to $50 on the price and bank off people who don't know better. Unless it's something you can't live without, it's not worth it.
Can I just add to that? If it's a game, there is always something you can live without. I'm just saying, it's not food, it's not shelter. You can always live without it. But I could see like there's games where I'm like, I need to have this in it, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that the prices are too much?
I forgot question. I got distracted.
Forza was a bit weird.
Not for anything, but when you get these bundles and stuff like that, I know he said they charge you an extra $30 to $50, but when you look at how much the season pass is, and if you buy the game regularly and you buy the season pass separately, and then you get these skins when they come out, like you're actually spending more money if you buy them all individually. So it's kind of a deal to get it all at once if you can afford the lump sum. You know what I'm saying? So I actually I'm looking kind of like the other way at that. I'm like, you're actually getting a deal if you can afford the lump sum as opposed to buying it separately over time.
Yeah, but look at what they did with like Batman: The Arkham Knight. Was that the last one? They give you the like shittiest DLC like ever created, and
How much did that DLC cost?
it was like a lot. I can't remember. I thought it was like
Sound
100 for
upset.
the whole thing. Yeah, it's stupid because I don't know. I just tell people to wait, like at least wait a couple weeks to see if it goes on sale or something. They just ask a ridiculous amount of money for these new titles. Some of them deserve $60 out the gate. Some of them totally do not deserve it. And I don't know.
Hey guys, are you down for some breaking news right now? Something I just got from my boy Tim Dog from BGST. Basically, Microsoft has taken the whole VR detail off of like the specs for the Scorpio. You know, like how they're touting native 4K, 60 frames per second, high fidelity VR. They took the high fidelity VR part out of like those advertisement specs for the Scorpio. So people on Twitter are kind of going crazy right now and basically saying like VR is dead. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that virtual reality is pretty much dead in the water right now?
No,
Maybe.
I don't. Like they're just announcing Scorpio's VR capable,
but they took that off. They took
that.
Maybe
it was like an eye trend though. Maybe they're like, let's fuck with them a little, put it there, then take it out, and then see what happens.
I thought they were doing a wireless VR, but I could be wrong.
See, with the sales being so low on these headsets, even the PC, like the Oculus Vive, the Oculus Rift, and the Vive, being so low, PSVR, which was supposed to be your entry level for people who really do want to get into VR, because in comparison, the thing was fairly cheap, also cheaply made, but that's another story. It just looks like the gamers out there and the consumer base, they're not really getting into these headsets, man.
Matt, you know what? I went to Wally World, Walmart, my favorite fucking place. And like I was just looking around just to check out how they had the game set up and stuff. I looked everywhere. There's like no VR signs and no VR is like anywhere in the store. And I was like, damn. This might be going under. I don't know.
That's serious, man.
Yeah, hey, they'd be looking at PlayStation and going, well, and all those other systems like you said, Xbox, and maybe thinking we shouldn't be pushing this. We're flogging a dead horse, as they say in Australia. I don't know.
Dead horse. What does that mean?
Yes, flogging a dead horse.
You're beating a dead horse.
Beating a dead horse. Yeah, putting a lot of effort into something that's probably a bit pointless because it's not working.
Yo, I love having you on this show, man. I just want to say that.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I love being on the show.
Yay. I really like the whole VR concept. I feel like it's a whole different market, though. I don't feel like how you have PC gaming, then you have consoles. I feel like VR is all in its own, and it probably is not going to mix well. It's probably going to have its own set of fans and things like that. Like, I really want to play VR. I want to get an Oculus. As you guys all know, I always talk about how I want an Oculus and I want to enjoy the experiences and stuff. But to me, it's something completely separate from gaming. Like, it's its own whole little world, and it's really not. Yeah. It's really not the same. So, I mean,
that was a great point, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might not be something for that the gamer base out there, but there's going to be a section of it that kind of pull off and do their own thing and could definitely get into it.
Yeah.
But that section is just not really big right now. You know what
I'd do it if I could like walk around Disney World or something. I think that'd be fun. But I don't know. I don't know because like they're putting a lot into HoloLens, so I don't know if VR is actually gonna fall under so quick. If they're gonna do these headsets also, maybe they'll try to mix something up with those. I don't know.
That would be cool. That would be cool. But they're
Hmm.
probably going to have, you know, the HoloLens is going to be, I would say it should, by this point, Scorpio, be compatible and able to use. Because I know that there's apps on the Xbox right now, not apps, maybe apps and games and stuff like that. Like on my phone, it'll say like it plays in VR. It'll say HoloLens. It'll have the little picture on it. I usually take a screenshot of those and upload them to Twitter or something when I find them. But I haven't in a while.
Right on.
So I would
Probably-
imagine by the time Scorpio
Well,
comes out, will be
the cool thing about HoloLens is its own separate thing, and I think a lot of people were confused in the beginning. They thought of HoloLens as like a peripheral, something you would plug into your Xbox or plug into your PC. But if you do the research, you look into it, HoloLens is in fact a wearable PC. Like that could take over your tower. You know what I'm saying? That can replace your tower in your home. So that's the one thing that HoloLens has going for it. And the other thing it has going for it is it doesn't separate you from your natural environment. You know, using holograms instead of closing you off in a black room and making a virtual world, having your environment there and you be able to see your environment. So this way nobody sneaks up and kicks you in the balls or anything like that. It's a beautiful thing. I think it's underrated, you know?
It's going to be expensive, but compared to VR.
Well, that's because
Like
it's a PC, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah, I know what you're
well,
saying.
I think that having the alternate escape is not necessarily a bad thing. Like, yeah, like the HoloLens or whatever. It's cool that you have that alternate reality, right? I mean, but you can still see everything around you. But when you have VR, it's like going into a totally different world and stuff. Yeah, you know, no one's gonna jump up and scare you and stuff. But I feel like that's, you know, it's
still got its appeal.
It has its own, you know, it has its own category, and I feel like VR could definitely be something for those who just need that escape. You know, sometimes we all need an escape from life. If I can go climb a mountain somewhere, that'd be cool. Because I can't just go out and do that right now here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I reckon games too. Like games are going to be what sell VR. They have this a killer game that everyone's like, "Well, that is so cool. I want to play that." You know, and without like PlayStation really didn't have any games. You know,
And they're overcharging for their shitty games.
And the games that I've seen, like I don't know, on the advertising, you know, where people were moving their head around and shit to hit a ball and stuff. Like, I don't know. It just seemed to me like they didn't have the games to support that PSVR. You know.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I didn't do it. So who would like to go on with the next Xbox Club? What makes you mad about
one?
Okay, go ahead.
So Goblin 360 says, personally, I hate nowadays 99% of focus on games is on the competitive multiplayer side. I get it. Most people find it fun, but seeing games that focus on single player or cooperative multiplayer is a real breath of fresh air.
I mean, I don't like single player games really. But I'm not a competitive player either. Like, I just like to do it to have fun with the multiplayer. What do you guys think?
I like both.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Stick, because I got a little bit of a lengthy answer here. So
I buy single player games, but I never play them. As soon as you start playing them, you get like 10 invites. You know, come and play this. What are you doing playing that game? They want to from all your buddies and that. You know, and I like playing single player games, but I never sort of finish them. And they're good, but like you look at Quantum Break, I bought that, and I'm up to like the second or third stage or whatever. Like I just need to put more time into them. But yeah, I mean, there's a definite market out there of people who like them, so they need to cater for them still. But yeah, I don't know, don't really get time to play them. So
the only time I play a single player game is like if I'm really bored, and then it's just like I play for like 10, 20 minutes here or there, then 6 months will go by before I touch it again.
Yeah, me too.
Supersonic, do you want to go before Xbot since he has a lengthy
semi-lengthy, man?
I don't know. I just like both of them. Like, I'm cool with whatever.
Yeah, because
I'm like ADHD gamer. I play like everything.
You were playing single player game last night and the shit was nasty.
No, it was awesome. I love gore and cuts and arms chopped off and shoved in my eyeball and stuff.
Yo, dude, to see that chick's face change when she was just talking to you regular and then all of a sudden her face changed. Yo, dude, the player models in that game are spectacular.
Why don't you let everybody know what you're playing so that way they know what we're talking about?
Resident Evil.
Yeah, Resident Evil looks good. I'm getting that.
That's cool.
That's single player only, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
No spoilers, awesome. Though.
Yeah, no. I haven't watched any videos on it whatsoever. So, actually, I game share. So the guy I game share was buying it. So,
yuck.
I played in party chat and have the same person at the same point of the game as I am, so we can try to figure stuff out together. It's kind of fun that way.
That's nice. It's kind of like playing multiplayer, in a sense.
Yeah. Yeah, because I felt like he was in the same house with me, and we were like both looking around to find stuff. So it was pretty cool. The game's so cool. I love that game. It's awesome.
Who was that? Pandemic?
Pandemic, yes. Shout out. Pandemic.
And Dave. Dave was helping.
Yeah, Dave. Oh my God, I couldn't have done a lot of stuff without Dave.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave. You rock.
All right, Xbot, you want to go on?
All right, when we're talking about like the multiplayer focus now, all right. I know that was those snaps, right? That
wasn't. I'm
getting sound affected here. Not like think about it. When I started playing games, this is serious. Hold on. When I started playing games, I first started playing like Frogger and stuff like that on Atari, but which was single player pretty much as is. They started bringing in like multiplayer on those games. And then Nintendo really kind of took off with the Mario and Luigi's. I think it's an evolution of video games, to be honest with you. And it's making me feel possibly a little old because I look at a game like Overwatch, which, I have been vocal about Overwatch and its lack of content. But our 13-year-old absolutely loves that game. A lot of focus is on multiplayer, and it seems like that is what's evolving out of like console gaming. I love single players. I loved Castlevania on the 360. I love the stories in Halo and stuff like that. But it seems like the natural progression when it comes to the younger gamers is all about that multiplayer experience, to the point where they're making games now that are strictly multiplayer. And I think it's kind of evolution of games. Hopefully, that single player part, I don't think it'll ever completely drop off, but it's really not that much of a focal point 2017 or whatnot. Look at Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves is another all multiplayer game. You could go in by yourself, but you can either join another group that has a boat, or you could just sit there and get butt raped by pirates all day. But there's gonna be multiple people in that space.
Butt pirates.
That's good.
Butt pirates from space.
It's not gonna be single player. And I think a part of it is it's kind of like the evolution of games right now. And we have to see how long this wave kind of rides out, man.
Well, also with some multiplayer games like Battlefront, they're adding the single player thing in too, because a lot of people are demanding they put single player in games.
Yeah,
there could be a single player part in Sea of Thieves and Friday the 13th and stuff.
Well, Friday 13th is going to have a single player. Friday 13th, they've already announced it. They got enough funds to be able to develop a single player as well. So there's going to be single player in that. Sea of Thieves, I don't see that happening whatsoever. But that's not necessarily a bad thing when it comes to that title. that title has a lot of stuff to offer, you know, people in terms of gaming. And let's just be honest, like the beginning of this generation, people were talking about always online and stuff like that. How many games have come out that are strictly online multiplayer games? We have had a ton of them.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how they make. That's how make them. They make the money off the skins and stuff because of online games.
Yeah.
So you can show them off and stuff. If you have just single players, like not as many people are going to do that. So I kind of see why they're doing that.
Yeah. I just think we gotta see how long this wave lasts. You know, the younger gamers out there, like look what the younger gamers do in propelling games like Call of Duty. Call of Duty is like the #1 selling piece of software for, I believe, 2016. It usually does that every time they come out with a new one. And a lot of it is because their key demographic is the 10 to 14-year-old kids that beg and plead their parents to get them another Call of Duty, no matter what kind of horse shit they put into the game.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're propelling the industry. They have a lot of force back there, and they're playing Overwatch and stuff like that now. A lot of only kind of like multiplayer games.
Yep.
Yeah. Go on. Anybody else?
Yep.
Yeah, totally agree. So,
All right.
No.
Whose turn is it? Xbot, read one of the community things.
I have a hard time reading because I went to a Catholic school.
Wow.
Let me see here. We'll
go with Delirium Blades.
Yeah, I was just gonna say Delirium Blades, my boy Blades. Big shout out to him, man. His thing that he's mad about is lag. Lag is the ultimate enemy, basically.
Lag. How do you guys feel about lag?
Yeah, lag.
I don't know.
That's an issue for me.
I play Halo 5 and there's hardly any lag there ever, so I don't understand. Nah, lag is something that, you know, has kind of been the curse of multiplayer ever since Xbox Live started and stuff like that. I think they're doing a lot to catch up in terms of lag with multiplayer games. I think this generation actually has been really, really good when it comes to minimizing lag in games. But then again, a lot of the developers out there are also lazy. All right, let's just be honest. There are people too. There are motivated people, and there are lazy but talented people, and there are lazy but talented people making games right now. So you have, you know, some developers really focusing and trying to make the best product possible, and you have other developers trying to kind of pull the wool over your eyes and just do the bare minimum and get the game out. So I don't know. I think lag's doing better this generation, though.
Yeah, well, it's got a lot to do with the internet connection, but really, doesn't it? Or is it? And the servers, like Microsoft, obviously got the best servers that. So yeah, but yeah, lag has always been, especially for us over here when we play you guys. You absolutely spankers over there. Playing you guys in any sort of shooter game. So we're so far away. So we're in your server.
Hey, don't say that. Smiley is in Australia. Smiley tore up last Friday. Oh my!
I heard that. Yeah,
dude, 47 kills in one round.
Ouch!
Wow.
Yeah.
You sure he's in Australia?
Yeah.
That's crazy, Smiley. Well done, man.
He made you guys look bad. 47 kills.
And Stick just made me choke off that. You sure he's in Australia? I have no confirmation. All right, I'm going by his word here.
I have something to say about lag. Okay, I get a lot of lag, and I get a lot of lag in Halo lately over the past, let's say, month and a half. I've been seeing shit choppy as hell. Like people are just, they're kind of everywhere on the screen, but they're like, teleporting is the best way I could put it, where they're teleporting around my screen and I'm trying to shoot them. They're there, they're gone. I'm like, fuck, what's going on?
Sure.
I'm hardwired, so there's no need for this madness. But
you know, I've been trying to tell her that acid will have an adverse effect when you're playing video games.
Yeah.
I don't think she's listening. I just don't.
Not
the tracers.
So anybody else have anything to add about lag?
Well, compared to last gen, I just think it's improved a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's all I have to say about it. I mean, it sucks when it happens, but I just jump into another game and it doesn't happen that often to me, so I don't know. Lag's always bad though if it happens, but I just don't get it that much.
Oh, you're
Gears
special.
of War is really bad with lag as far as that shotgun goes, because it comes down to millisecond. You know, so if you're in a laggy room there, it's just almost impossible to play. So
I think we need better internet. Dun dun dun. So I'm gonna go on with what makes you mad in gaming. So I'm gonna read stick figures.
Oh yeah.
Who's that guy?
I don't know. Some weirdo. He likes to hang out in the morning shows on Wednesday.
Twitter stalker. He's a Twitter stalker.
Everyone else is in the whole country is asleep. I'm the only one awake.
I think
on the podcast.
I think he's an undercover pony. To be really honest with you, I think.
Oh, it could be.
Sock account.
I don't know that. I don't know that much about video games, so it could be a pony.
Oh no!
Get up there, that pony.
Dun dun dun.
You're gonna get some love on Twitter after that comment.
Tony funny.
They ignore me.
So real quick, Stick Figure says, I get mad when people in the voice chat are cruel to little kids or rude to women. If kids are annoying you, then mute them if you have nothing good to say and shut the hell up. That's a very good point. I just want to comment on that. Being a female, you definitely see a lot of stuff. Now I don't give a shit anymore. When I was younger, like, people can be like really rude, but I kind of stick to my friends only now. I don't really do a lot of, I guess, public chats. Like here and there I do, like if I go into a game with randoms, but for the most part I'm in a party when I'm playing and I'm with my friends. I guess it's more because of the comfort zone, because people are rude to females, they are rude to kids, very rude to kids. I get annoyed with them too, but I'm also a parent, so being a parent, like, I try not to be an asshole to kids, you know, like if they're like, let's glitch, and I'm just like, you know what, get the fuck out of here. I won't say anything. I'm not going to be rude to them because they have feelings and they have emotions. It might be just gaming, but think about how many people are assholes in gaming and they do say those mean things and they kind of make kids feel like shit. Like, kids just want to fit in. They just want to belong, and you know, we have kids and we can kind of see that. So it's something that you can kind of relate to in a sense, and I think that's really cool because that needs to be pointed out. It needs to be said.
Yeah, and like kids go through stuff these days, like, you know, it's different to when we were kids. Like, kids go through, you know, bullying and stuff like that on social media, and then they jump on their Xbox and a bunch of blokes are like hopping into them about, you know, calling them names or whatever. That could be really affecting those kids. So just mute them. Just mute those kids. Like, I see it all the time, and I know the kids probably shouldn't be playing. Maybe their parents should set their privacy settings so they can't hear anyone and they can only hear their friends or whatever. But a lot of people don't know how to do that. So just mute them. Like, just find it just bizarre that the keyboard junk, you know, warriors hiding behind their keyboard, bagging out of like an 8-year-old kid. Like, fucking have a look at yourself, you know.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they're future community members. Come on now, be nice.
Yeah.
Well, me personally, when it comes to children, I love yelling at children and making fun of them. I actually go to the park when I can, and I find random children and I put my hand up as high as possible, and I'm like, "High five, guy! High five! No, get up there! Get up there! All right? No, seriously. Yo, children. I mean, they're growing, they're evolving as people, and of course, like, even the 13-year-old and 11-year-old that we have over here that games and stuff like that, they try to put their humor in it and stuff like that, and me being as old as I am, some of their humor is very, you know, young, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of tell them in the beginning, immature. I try to tell them in the beginning, like, if they're coming into a party with me and my friends, just remember, you know, focus on the game, have fun with the game. Don't try to go crazy with your, like, kind of like 13, 11-year-old jokes or anything like that, because not a lot of people in this party are really going to like get into that. Your friends will, no doubt. And it's but whenever you bring so many people into an area like Xbox Live and stuff like that, you're always going to get extremes. You're always going to get the really nice people, and you're always going to get the assholes. That's how it's going to be. And there's no real way to change that. I know that before the launch, they were talking about this reputation system on Xbox One and how like you'll be put into games according to how you play. They never really instilled that on the system either, because they were talking about when it comes to children, having children kind of play with children and stuff like that. They never really did anything about that, and I was excited at the beginning when they talked about it, but they never really did anything with it. So maybe they'll do something like that in the future. Until then, you're going to have assholes and you're going to have saints and you're going to have everybody in between.
Yeah, I guess it is. It just makes me mad. That's all. I know like it's going to happen. It's just part of life. But it just pisses me off.
With Oh Snaps and what she was talking about, how she was younger and stuff like that. I remember getting into games when we first started talking and all that stuff. And she is a lot different now in parties and talking to people in video games than she was back then. Back then, I know just by jumping into different games that she was playing, she muted herself and she wouldn't even talk to the people. I remember she was playing Call of Duty and I jumped in. She wasn't even like talking to anybody because she didn't want to deal with kind of like that harassment that female gamers were getting at that point. And I do think the community as a whole has kind of recognized that, and a lot of them have backed away from that. Not saying that it isn't out there still.
Well, there's a lot more female gamers now than there was, let's say, 10 years ago or something.
Yes, and I think once you see more and more female gamers getting into the community, you're going to see a lot of female gamers really sticking up for themselves. And when it comes to the whole male-female thing, females have a lot of power. A lot of times they don't even recognize. A lot of times they put up with bullshit that if they just really kind of, had a couple females in a game chat say, you know what, that's fucked up right there. And they would get a backing of the male gamers as well. And before you know it, that one person that's talking all this shit is actually outnumbered and in the minority in that game, and either eventually leaves or people just leave them. You know what I'm saying? I think there's gonna be a change. You'll see less and less of it, but there's always gonna be that one asshole out there. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, there's always going to be an asshole out there. Me, now, I'm just like, I'll tell somebody to go fuck themselves. I don't care. If they're going to be an asshole, bye,
Bye, Felicia.
Pretty much. So that's pretty much where I stand on that. Anybody else have anything to add?
I just usually stay in with people I know in parties, but sorry, but if you're playing like the Division and you go in the dark zone.
Oh man, and you can hear people.
Oh my,
funny as fuck. Oh my god! But you have to expect that if you go in the dark zone of the Division, like people talk so much shit in there. But sometimes it's actually funny. I don't know, but usually I just either mute people or stick to people that I know. I'm like, if I'm in a party, it's always people I know. I won't go into parties that I don't know people, and I am the kind of person that mutes open chat. It depends. I don't know. It depends on what game I'm playing and stuff. But that's about all I got to say about that.
Wow. All right. So, who would like to read the next one?
There is a next one?
Yeah. I've been crossing them off as we go. Okay.
I got one.
Do it.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh no.
The game tag. Do you guys have Yo Mama Banana?
Yeah, I don't know if I spelled that wrong. Okay, it could be Yo Mama Banana.
UMNA banana.
Damn you, internet.
Yo Mama the Banana.
Sorry, guys.
He just says, "Man, I hate multiplayer."
What?
Why do you hate multiplayer?
There's got to be
He hasn't-
multiplayer out there that person would like. I can't see like absolutely all multiplayers for all games, and they're just like, I hate them all. Absolutely all of them fucking
Co-op.
disgust me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Well, you know what? I love multiplayer, and I'm not a fan of single player. I was gonna say I hate single player, but I don't hate it. But maybe he's playing with the wrong friends, or she. Maybe I don't know. I was gonna say maybe they don't have friends, but maybe they don't have a group to play with, for lack of a better term. So maybe
got
they're
a
playing
lot-
with the wrong people.
It's got a lot to do with it, who you're playing with, for sure. I agree.
Absolutely. And then there are people who prefer single player only games too. Maybe that's their gaming style type preference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. But even the single player people, there's something out there in terms of multiplayer, like Six at co-op or something like that. There's something out there that will make you be like, all right, well, this one's okay. You know what I'm saying? I can't see. I hate all multiplayer. Like, to me, that's a very narrow vision.
Oh, he just said multiplayer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Generalities, maybe.
Maybe he was having a bad day and he just got like done.
Yeah.
Really
Bad
badly.
group of people you just played with, they pissed you off, and then you're like, bad fucking multiplayer.
He got like 1 kill and like 26 deaths in like arena on Halo 5. He's like, I hate multiplayer.
Dude, people talk some shit to me. Like, I usually do have my mic muted, but if someone keeps talking shit on Halo, they're like, pick it up, guys. Come on. What the fuck?
Take it so serious.
It's normally the guy who's doing the worst that says that. He's at the bottom of the leaderboard and he's telling everyone how to fucking play.
I know.
It's like, man, have you checked the leaderboard, man? You're at the bottom, dude.
Like, people do that. Like, I'll just follow them on Halo, then watch them die, and if they die, I'll just teabag like my own teammates and shit.
Wow.
I love teabagging. I teabag everything.
I was waiting for that.
Oh, I love it.
Okay. I had a nice stretch just now. I'm going to read the last one I had here. I definitely fucked this one up when I typed it because it says...
Hey.
All right. So it's from Brute C. Add-ins and boss fights. Every single time the ass-in makes the boss way harder in any game. So that's supposed to be the add-in makes the boss way harder. I totally typed that wrong. I don't know. I guess I was thinking about ass at the moment. So Brucey says that add-ins make the boss fights harder. Do you guys have any thoughts on this? Like, I never noticed, but...
What's he talking about with
I
add-in?
don't understand.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't
Add-on?
Add-ins, add-ons, it makes the boss fight way harder in any game. I never noticed.
They might be playing right up here.
Don't understand the
game.
fucking question. Is speak English.
Well,
that must be one of our Australian listeners or something. He's fucking had a few drinks and written that. So
I don't understand.
Either way, Brute C, if you're listening, we're a little confused about this. So if you can definitely give us a better idea on how these add-ins make the boss fights way harder in the game, let us know because we're confused. And now, that being said, I would like to move on to the Yoshida prank call if we can.
Woohoo!
Okay. Keep talking. I'm gonna try not to laugh. Okay.
All right.
It's gonna be so hard.
So while
wait, Xpot, how about that new dashboard update?
Are you stalling?
Dude, if you want me to talk about that while you're setting up, that's no problem.
Because it's gonna take me like 5 minutes to make
5
myself not laugh.
Oh, okay. To make yourself not laugh.
I did a live stream yesterday. I'm a part of the Insider program, which I saw in the comments to my live stream that I kept calling it preview program, and somebody like it hurt their feelings or something. They're like, it's not preview program anymore, it's Insider. So yeah, the Insider program. I was able to get the UI and the guide button update, and I gotta say, I'm really digging it. It's really cool to know that once you start up your machine, you go to the home screen, then you get into your games. Once you get out of the home screen and go into anything that you're doing, whether it's games, YouTube, or anything like that, you pretty much never have to go back to your home screen again. Everything is in the guide for you. Your recent games, your pins, everything like that, achievements, and it's so fast and it's responsive. And this is only the first build. You know, there's going to be a couple months. They're going to keep adding stuff to this for, I believe the target month for it to go public is April. And for the first build, this thing works incredibly well. I still have to do the surveys and the quests for the insider program, but I don't have too many like bad things to say about it. Like once you get the update and you do these functions for the first time, like the first time you pull up the guide, it's going to take an extra couple seconds to do it. But then after the fact, like it just comes up. You could go right into your game. Like the game just instantly pops onto your screen and loads in.
I would definitely like to add to that because I have it too. So it's definitely a lot faster and a lot smoother. Like, all right, we're impatient people, right? When something's loading, we're like, whatever. But it is pretty much instant. Like I haven't had any like slowness on my dashboard recently. So it's really nice from what I've seen so far. I've looked around it, but you know, haven't spent much time with it.
Okay, pause. I'm gonna do this while I'm not laughing.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. We gotta order a Nintendo Switch.
Nice.
Cow Milker Pro. He's gonna laugh.
Thank you for calling GameStop. You can pick up your copy of Resident Evil 7. This is Serena speaking. How may I help you?
I need Nintendo department, please.
This is GameStop. We don't have a Nintendo department.
I need to order Nintendo Switch. I have a question.
Unfortunately, we're sold out of the Nintendo Switch pre-orders.
Oh.
Unacceptable. Can you answer me question about Nintendo Switch, please?
I can try.
What's the thing between the two joysticks? Do you have to have that when you buy the console, the whole console?
Everything that you need for it will come with it. So the thing that's between the two Joy-Cons will come with your system.
Does it recharge, or do I have to buy another one?
You can get a second controller. You can also buy charging docks, but it should come with whatever you need to charge them.
Unacceptable. I'll have to buy a separate charger for this?
You can buy a charging dock for it.
What game comes in Nintendo Switch?
There's no games that come pre-packaged with it, but there are some games that will be available to purchase on launch day.
Unacceptable.
Was there anything else that I can help you with today?
I need to pre-order Cow Milker Pro.
Yo!
Oh,
Yo!
Doggy.
Oh my goodness, dude.
That's hard to order.
Unacceptable.
I can order Cow Milker Pro. I kept laughing.
Yeah,
Unacceptable.
What
unacceptable.
game comes with?
I almost
Cow
pissed
Milker
myself.
Oh, that's too fun,
Dude.
We're gonna try to call another one so I can pre-order Cow Milker Pro. Maybe we'll do that later.
Wow, that was
good.
awesome, dude. I was cracking. I had to mute myself. I was cracking up, dude.
Could you hear us? Or?
As soon as the phone starts ringing, if I try to prank call somebody, not that I do that often because I'm older now, but if I do, as soon as the phone starts ringing, then I'm done. I just start laughing and I hang up. I'm fine.
Hey, so anyone watching or in chat, if you have a GameSpot in your town that you want Yoshida to call for Cow Milker Pro, just let us know in the comments.
You definitely gotta do that again and actually get the Cow Milker Pro out. She hung up on your ass, didn't she?
Okay. That's part of the Nintendo section.
You did really good, I have to admit.
They're
That was
sold
awesome.
out.
That was awesome.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Yeah, that was too good.
That definitely has to be the main part of this show moving forward. You gotta call up like GameStop and ask about the PS4 Pro, and it's like, I heard it comes with a checkers game. You know, a checkerboard. Checkerboard? Does it come with a checkerboard? Like, I want to play checkers. I heard to play checkers on the PS4 Pro. Like, you gotta do something. Oh man.
Yeah, I gotta say the sound on that was perfect too.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Can we do one more thing real quick?
Uh-oh.
Let's ring someone else.
I'm gonna call my mom and get order it. Hold on. She's gonna be pissed. Okay, hold on 1 minute. I gotta. Okay.
We have created a monster, guys.
Look at that.
Unacceptable. No much.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. That was gold.
Okay, here we go. Unacceptable. Answer damn phone. Okay, that one didn't work out too good.
Wow, I
don't
feel
want
like
to talk to you. She knows.
I feel like a kid at a slumber party right now. After
I do too.
Freaking awesome.
You guys are crazy. You guys are
Great
crazy.
job.
That was cool.
Totally. Kudos for actually making it like 3/4 of the way through the call. That's all I gotta
Yeah.
say as far as
Done really well. Done really well.
All right, guys. So we're gonna move on. What games would you like to see a sequel to? Stick, would you like to go first?
Oh, yeah, I mean, as far as first party games for Xbox, I mean, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? Really, it just escaped my mind. So Rise would be a good one, but actually change it a little bit too, because it was a little bit repetitive, that game. It looked great, but it's not all about looking great. Actually, it was really repetitive, that game.
Yeah,
To
they had
me-
like 50 million fat guys with metal nipples in that game.
Metal.
Throw that out there.
Yeah, so yeah, probably Rise. I'd like to see that done again. Like, that's a good thing about sequels. They do maybe the first one isn't that good, but then they improve it, and they listen to feedback off the gamers and that, and make it better. So I like sequels for that reason. Sometimes the first one's not always the best. So yeah, Rise for me. That's my one.
Nice. Bot.
What's up? What did I do?
Would
What-
you
what?
like? Question. What games would you like to see a sequel to?
I know the Sunset Overdrive's Rise on a Rome.
Hey, I said that before we got
That's
live.
hold on. That's really big. But I'm gonna go into a different direction here. With them coming out with like the Voodoo Vince remaster, the Phantom Dust remaster, I've been thinking back to the original Xbox, and I want to see a sequel to Crimson Skies. I want to see a sequel to a fighting game called Tao Fang, which was an awesome fighting game. And one more would be Kung Fu Chaos. And I am a big Kung Fu Chaos fan, and I'm surprised every day when I mention it and somebody's like, what are you talking about? They never heard about the game. It was a really funny kind of like it was a fighting game that spun off of like the 70s Kung Fu movies. So in the backdrop, in the scene or whatever, you would see wires holding people up that were jumping like across, and like it was just really cheesy but really fun to play. And I would like to see a sequel to that. So Kung Fu Chaos 2, Crimson Skies 2, because I could picture like a Warzone type multiplayer in that, where you have everybody's in their planes, you have two teams, dogfights going on. Then you have enemy AI come flying into there as well. You have to take them on as well as the other team. It sounds like something I would really be into if they did something like that. And Tao Feng, because the world needs more fighters, man.
Nice.
Nice.
That sounds
Yep.
exciting.
Definitely.
I was gonna say Yoshida again. Damn it! Supersonic Station. What games would you like to see a sequel to?
Oh my god, I got like 6 of them, I think.
Do
Okay,
tell.
so there's a game that was on the GameCube
You could
called.
say Shaq Fu. Oh, sorry.
Damn it, Xbox, shut the fuck. I'm just kidding. On the GameCube, there is Eternal Darkness. Have you guys ever heard of that?
I've heard of it. I don't know
Yeah, I
what it
heard
is.
of that.
It's a freaking awesome game. It makes you actually feel like you're going crazy. I would like to see a sequel to
Oh
that.
my god, I know what you're talking about. I never played it.
It's so cool. Like
I might have played
it'll say like your controller's dying. You need to recharge it, and
Yeah,
it's
it's
not
like
really
a
dying.
mind fuck. That's what that game is.
Dude,
It's
if you
really
want to
cool.
feel like you're going crazy, all you have to do is marry O Snaps. And it happens on a daily basis from the time you wake up to the time you go to bed. O Snaps, that was a compliment, by the way. I just want to put it out there.
I'm just sitting here staring at my screen, okay? Carry on.
Okay, a couple old Sega ones I want to see sequels to. I want to see a sequel to Shinobi so bad. I used to love that game. And Phantasy Star, I want a sequel really, really, really bad on that one. I definitely want an Alan Wake sequel, Bioshock sequel.
I haven't played Alan Wake.
Oh my god, it's awesome. And my last one, there's probably a lot more, but my last one is I want another Devil May Cry so bad.
Oh, that's Xbox game. We lost Stick real quick.
Uh-oh.
Fell out the party.
Uh-oh. Well, Devil May Cry, I like the reboot that Ninja Theory did, though.
Me
You know
too.
what I'm saying? The older ones were good. Don't get me wrong. Like they solidified that franchise. But I really liked the DMC. And unfortunately, Ninja Theory decided that they were going to shoot themselves in the foot and talk shit about the original Devil May Cry games. And the DMC didn't sell well because of that. But
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Oh no, they were talking about how their Dante was better than the white hair, red trench coat Dante, and our game is better and stuff like. Why would you do that? Why would you alienate yourself from fans of a franchise where you're making a reboot for? Like that doesn't make any sense.
It's not smart.
Egos.
Yeah. So, but yeah, Ninja Theory said that, and unfortunately, DMC didn't sell to the expectations. But I would definitely love to see a sequel to the DMC Devil May Cry.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I agree.
Anything else you got to add?
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. Oh my gosh, you got to do another prank call. That shit was awesome. Welcome back, Stick. I saw you fell out the party.
Yeah, a couple of times I fell out, so I don't know what's going on.
I
Yeah,
only
to
caught
grab
you
a
once.
Foster's.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can I just say this? I've been wanting to say this ever since you said Australia Day. Foster's, Australian stereotypes. I just wanted to say that. There
That was
we go.
pretty good.
It's really good, really good.
All right.
Yeah, you want a coldie. You guys call them coldies over there too, don't you?
Coldie? Beer?
Yeah.
We say cold one.
Cold one. We call them
You know what my
coldies and
favorite
girls are
beer
hotties.
Colt
You know what my
44.
favorite beer is? My favorite beer is an open one.
Wow.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
drink
true.
to that.
Drink to that.
I hate beer.
Coffee.
All right, guys, it's my
Ooh.
turn to go on my little list of games I'd like to see a sequel to. Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead. I don't know if that really counts as a sequel because there's no story, but I want another Left 4 Dead, like yesterday,
Nice.
because that's one of my favorite games in the world. It's a nice, casual, just run and gun, get into it, and you have fun with your friends and stuff like that. And they made the other two backwards compatible. And there's been a little leak news here and there about seeing another Left 4 Dead, a Left 4 Dead 3, and that
It's
is my
development. It's in development.
yeah. It's been in development supposedly, so
That'll
We'll
be
find out.
sweet.
my life will be complete with another Left 4 Dead until I want another one. And then Sunset Overdrive, of course, that game was pretty awesome. I haven't completed the first one though. And I would just like it more multiplayer. And that's all I have on my list for now because I didn't think about this until the last second. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like it. So yeah, Sunset Overdrive 2, if they did that with like multiplayer throughout the whole thing, would be so amazing.
I want to co-op campaign that game. I don't want to play that game alone. I mean, it's just I don't know. It's a cool game, and I do play it alone, just little bits here and there. But then I always get sidetracked and shit, and I just end up going back and forth across the fucking power lines and just killing the OD'd or whatever. I was gonna say infected, the OD'd, and I just do that for an hour, and then I'm like, oh, I accomplished nothing. Bye.
That's half the fun though, just like jumping around the city and shit.
Yeah, but I'm never gonna end up finishing the game without like someone to keep me on track and be like, all right, let's go here, and all right, let's go there. Like you can't do that, so it's like pointless unless you're playing the multiplayer part, but that's limited.
Sunset Overdrive is the only game I know where I can wear a shoulder holster for a gun, but instead of having a gun in the holster, I have a rotten banana. That's exactly what I have on my character right now.
Yummy.
Oh god, wait, Jesse, yes, I totally forgot Fable 4. Yes, of course. More
You're
than anything I went Fable 4.
Nice.
I
And
want a
Jesse
Fable
the
reboot,
Dragons,
man.
too.
I want them to go back and start again and bring it back to the swords and the spells and less guns. I'm a big fan of that aspect of it, the swords, the spells, and stuff like that. I think when it came to Fable, they tried to do the same thing that Assassin's Creed did. They went ahead in time way too fast. They're like, man, we got to get to like the equivalent of the Industrial Revolution and have these guns and rifles and stuff like that. I like more or less the aspect of the swords and the spells and being able to blend the spells together.
They had that in Fable 2 though. Like they had guns in Fable 2. And that was that's one of my favorite games ever, Fable 2. They had guns in that.
Yeah, but it was like the very beginning of it. It wasn't really heavy. When you got into Fable 3, there was all sorts of guns and stuff to use. And you could go through the entire game as a shooter if you wanted to. You didn't have to like use anything else. And this is just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I know there's many different people out there in the gaming world, and everybody has different opinions. But in my opinion, I would love for them to go back and just kind of restart the whole thing. Keep kind of like the quirkiness and the art style and stuff, but go back more towards the swords and the spells aspect of it more than anything.
Yeah, good ideas. And
Good
dragons.
ideas. I'm out of it this morning, guys. I'm just like, I need to go back to bed or something.
That's right. Yoshida and Stick Figure, they're holding up the show completely, right?
Yeah.
Good job, guys. I'm a failure. But I'm tired. So
let's prank call O Snaps and make her feel better.
I would probably get mad, and I always answer like unknown numbers just to be an asshole, and I would probably like get really mad and stuff, and then be like, you know what, hang up.
You won't like her when she's angry.
I'm one of those people who I really like to mess with people too, though, so I'll kind of go along with it. It really depends.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah. So, anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this show. We're gonna wrap it up now. I'm gonna have some more coffee, and yeah, I'm gonna play some games today since it's Wednesday. It's a day off. You guys, you want to let everybody know where you're at and all that good stuff? Xbot, you want to go first? No, you can go last. Stick, go first.
Oh yeah, you can find me on Twitter, obviously, and I've got my YouTube channel. So yeah, I'm doing some videos on that. Pretty rough around the edges. But,
yeah, but you've been doing a lot, so that's awesome.
Yeah, like the videos in my car, I've sort of looked at them on my widescreen TV. I thought, man, I've been watching them on my phone. Checking them on my phone. I showed my wife last night, and I put on the widescreen TV. Like, man, I got to delete those videos. I look like a monster. So, but yeah, So you can find me on there, Twitter, and Xbox Live if I'm on.
All I gotta say, man, is just be yourself and do what you do, because that's what's going to be the best content you can put out there. And
it's just
awesome.
A bit of fun, really. So
exactly, it's all in good fun.
He's even posting videos in the club on Xbox One.
Oh yeah, I did that.
Coffee Casuals and Consoles.
Oh wait, like videos, like game clips or videos?
Yeah, just my videos that I put on YouTube. I've been putting them on there as well.
Yeah, they're awesome, man.
Wait.
Yeah, you can do that. You have to go into properties on your PC and change a couple things, and then download it back to Xbox Live. You could definitely do that.
Wow.
I just use an Upload Studio. I just put it straight in there from there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wait, the ones where
So
you're
you
in the
can
car though?
No,
Making-
not the car ones. No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
You can do those as well. You could do those as well. If you
can
want
you?
to know
Oh,
how,
okay.
if you want to know how, I can send you a link to a video that'll tell you how to do that.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool because I've noticed people do that, and I've wondered how they did it. So, yeah, cool. Well, there you go.
Okay. Very cool. Supersonic Station. I can't talk today.
I'm just on YouTube and Twitter, Supersonic Station, all one word, and on Twitter at E4 Danny Boy, and that's about it. And
You've been doing a lot of twitching.
and I'm on the club on Xbox One Coffee Casuals and Consoles all the time, checking in, so you can send us messages and ideas and stuff on there. So
Yeah,
awesome.
definitely.
Yeah.
Nice.
Definitely send us. We're going to put up a new topic probably. And then we would definitely love to hear from you guys because this was a lot of fun. As far as reading community thoughts and comments and kind of getting an idea of what other people who aren't really voicing their opinion in a sense, like kind of see what bothers them and, you know, what they want to see and things like that. So that's pretty cool. Xbox.
Yeah.
Wait,
What's
one
up?
more thing.
Wait, sorry. Go.
Shout out to Graphics God for making our awesome banner.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
He's got a Patreon. Did you already say that? Sorry.
What?
Yeah,
No,
he
I
does. Yeah, that's how I got my avatar. So, yeah, it doesn't cost
Did
a lot.
awesome with the stick. It's very
Yeah.
cute. Yes, thank you,
Just
Jake.
hope my credit card doesn't bounce. No, we should be right. We should be right.
You okay? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Xbox.
Yeah, well, I just want I do want to give a major shout out to Graphic God as well because he is almost single-handedly making this entire community look awesome. Like if he can make me look good on here with what he's made for an icon, like he can make anybody look good. So and definitely check out his Redbubble as well.
It's linked in the description.
Yeah, because with his Redbubble, all those cool icons that you see, you can actually get merchandise with that stuff on it. So like I have like 3 t-shirts, you know, one with my logo, one with the Pony Leg Breaker Extraordinaire on there, and then I have one with my boy Mooch on it, and I love those shirts. And once you get in there and you put the money on, you know, one item, you'll start getting like discounts and stuff coming your way for future items and stuff like that. So it's really cool. In terms of where you can find me, I keep everything simple, whether it's Twitter, Xbox Live, or YouTube. It's all Xbot448. So, you know, you can just search Xbot448 wherever you want to find me. Of course, every Saturday, 6 p.m. on my channel, we do the next podcast. And every Sunday evening, prime time, I will be on BGST. And so I hope to see all you guys at those shows as well.
Very cool. Very cool. I can't think today. I'm fucked. I gotta have more coffee. It's been a weird morning, but yeah. Anyways, guys, you can find me right here on YouTube. You already found me.
Y'all already found me.
Yeah, it's been a great show as always, and I look forward every week to doing the next show. We have some really great feedback. We have some new people like, you know, hitting us up and stuff like that, and I love it, and we appreciate every one of you. Definitely a shout out to Graphic God. His Twitter is linked below. If you click on his Twitter link, you can go right to his pinned profile tweet, and it has his Patreon on there. You can donate. You can get some custom avatars yourself. It's pretty cool. He has different levels.
He's got a bunch of cool rewards and stuff like that for that whole Patreon thing. Definitely,
there's like levels.
Definitely worth checking out. No doubt. Yeah.
Yeah, because he does a lot for everybody in the community. I actually just ordered the Coffee Casual and Console mug. I ordered 2 of them, so they're on their way, and I can't wait to get them because Supersonic Station already got his, and it looks amazing. So, you know, we have our mugs coming, and they're going to be pretty freaking awesome. And, you know, I can't wait to, like, support Jay more because he does awesome shit. So, guys, definitely check out his Patreon. It is linked below through his Twitter. And you guys can find me on Twitter. I'm losing my voice. I apologize. At Girls Can Game 22. And, yeah. that's pretty much it for the show. I hope everybody enjoyed it. And we'll think of more crazy stuff to do next week and have more topics. You know what? Whoever wants to be the smartass right now. I'm thinking it's Supersonic Station, though.
No.
I don't know how to do that, so it's not me.
Oh, you know what? I'll tell you how to do it. Anyways, guys, thank you for joining us. You guys are all amazing. Have a wonderful day, and we are out.
Bye.